A very good morning all of you. Welcome to lab session 6. In this lab session we are going to simulate the different multiplexers. So first we will simulate 2 into 1, then 4 into 1, then 8 into 1 multiplexers with the select lines. And for these 3 experiments we are going to use the DEED software, and we are going to construct 4 into 1 using 2 into 1 mux also. At the end we are going to see IC multiplexer, which is 74151, which is 8 into 1 multiplexer. Now we'll start with the 2 into 1 multiplexer. Now we'll try to see the simulation of 2 into 1 multiplexer. So this is a 2 into 1 multiplexer, and these are my data bits D0 to D1, and this is my select input. If you look at the simulation here, the moment S0 is 0, you can see there is an arrow mark. That means this data line is enabled. So if I make D0 is 1, 1 will be appeared at the output side. If I make 0, 0 will be appeared. That means when S0 is 0, this D0 bit is transferred from, or the data D0 will be transferred to the output side. The moment if I make S0 is 1, my select input as 1. You can see arrow mark has changed to the I1, that means D1 bit. That means this time whatever the D1 that's supposed to transfer to the output side, if I make D1 is 1, your output also will be 1. That means your data bit D1 is transferred to the output side. Now if you do any change in the D0, it doesn't affect your output because this line is not enabled by your selecting. This is how your 2 into 1 multiplexer will be working. Similarly, if you look at the 4 into 1 multiplexer here, where you are going to have 2 select lines. The moment if I select both the zeros, your first D0 select line will be enabled. You can see there is the arrow mark. If I make 0 1, it goes to 1. If I make 1 0, it goes to the second. If I make both 1, it goes to the D3. So if I make both 1 1, if I make D3 is 1, your output will be 1. Your D3 will be 0, output. That means your D3 input is appearing at the output side. Now if you change any of the other inputs, it is not going to affect your output because only D3 input is connected to the output side. If I make all the zeros, like both the zeros as select line, my D0 bit is connected to the output side. That means if I make D0 is 1, it's going to appear at the output side. Whatever I do at the D0, the same thing will be appear at the output side. Similarly, if I make 0 1, your D1 bit will be appeared at the output side. So this is how your 4 into 1 multiplexer select out of these 4 inputs. One input will be selected based on the select input lines, and that will be transferred to the output side. Similarly, if you take the 8 into 1 multiplexer, this 8 into 1 multiplexer, where you can clearly see, if I make all the 3 zeros, you can see your I0 or D0 is enabled. If I make all ones, your 7th line will be enabled. If I make 0 1 1, your 3rd line will be enabled. The 3rd data line will be enabled. If I make 0 1 1, that means 3rd data line is enabled. That means your D3 is enabled. If I make changes, the same changes will be reflected at the output side. So that means the D3 output is multiplexed through this multiplex circuit and went to the output side. If I make all ones, my 7th bit is enabled. So that means if I make whatever the changes at D7, the same thing will appear at the output side. So if you change any other bits other than D7, it's not going to affect your output. Only D7 input change will affect the output because you are enabled the D7 line by using your select line. This is how your 18 to 1 multiplexer will be selecting out of 8 data inputs, 1 data input to the output side. I will try to see construction of higher order mux using lower order mux. Let's start with 4 into 1 mux using 2 into 1 mux. As we discussed in the theory, you can see here. So this will be 4 into 1 mux by using 2 into 1 mux. If you look at here, this is first mux. I made my inputs D0, D1 to the first mux and D2, D3 to the second mux. I taken S0 as common for both the multiplexer. That means S0 will apply here as well as here, and taken one more multiplexer and taken S0 as S1 as this select line, and this is your output. If you look at here, the moment your S0 and S1 both are 1 1, if you look at here, since this is 0, this line is enabled. Since this is also 0, this line is enabled. But if you look at the second multiplexer line, you can see here, if this is 0, that means only this line is enabled. That means whatever the D0 is transferred through this multiplexer, travel here and reach here and finally appear at the output side. If both are 0 0, if I change D0 bit, it will be appear at the output side. That means your 4 into 1 multiplexer action is taking place. If I make 1 now, that means 0 1. So you can, if you look at here, your 1 bit is your D1 and D3 is activated, but D1 is transferred to here and here it is 0. That means your D1 will be appear at the output side. If I make any change in the D1, the same change will be reflected at the output side. If you do any change here, this will not reflect at the output side. Now let us make S1 is 1 and S0 is 0. So in this case, if you look at here, since S0 is 0 for both the multiplexers, so you are going to enable D0 output, D0 input and D2 input here. Your D0 input will appear here and your D2 input will appear here. But since the select line S1 is 1, so it is going to select the second input of this multiplexer. There is nothing but your D2. That means whatever the D2 appearing here, the same D2 will be will pass through this multiplexer. The same input will be passed through the second multiplexer, and you are going to see the D2 output here when you are having combination 1 0. So if I make any change in the D2, that will be reflected at the output side. You can see here, the moment I change the D2, it is going to change at the output side. If I make both 1 1, if you look at here, your D1 bit and D3 bits are enabled. That means D1 will appear here and D3 will appear here. But second multiplexer will enable only this, whatever the output is going to appear, that will appear as input for this multiplexer. This will be appear at the output side. That means nothing but, if you take the trace here, it will be D3. That means when you have both 1 1, your D3 will be appear at the output side. If I make any change in the D3, that will appear at the output side. You can clearly see. If you do any change in the other bits, it's not going to affect the output because those inputs are not selected by your select line. This is how you can construct a 4 into 1 mux using 2 into 1. Now let us simulate the IC multiplexer. 7415 is a 8 into 1 multiplexer. So if you look at here, even 74151 has total 8 inputs, D0 to D7. These all the 7 inputs are connected to the 8 different switches, which can be connected to either 0 or 1 by connecting it to the VCC as well as connected to the ground. If you look at here, one row is connected to the VCC and one row is connected to the ground. That means this switch can shuffle between 0 and 1. And if you want to, and you can see here in this circuit, these are the data bits and ABC are the select lines. You can see your select lines also connected to the 3 switches. That means you can apply all possible combination of your select lines, and your G is nothing but enable bar. So I connected this enable bar to the ground so that your circuit is permanently enabled. G0 bar is connected to the ground. That means your G0 is connected to the ground. That means your IC is permanently enabled. There is no need to disable, and you have 2 outputs instead of 1 output. You are having 2 outputs. One is direct output, second one is the complement output. So when this is 1, this will be 0, and this is 0, and this will be 1. Okay. Now we'll try to execute our multiplexing action by choosing the select lines. First I am going to choose all zeros. If you look at here, your switches are connected to the lower side. Lower side means 0 and upper side means 1. If I make my select line 0 0 0, my D0 bit should be, D0 line should be activated. So if you look at here, my D0 is 0, that's why you are producing Y is 0. This is a normal output and this is a complement output. The moment I make D0 to 1, you are going to get Y is red and Y2 will be off. You can see here. So you are now D0 is 1. You can see the output D is 1, like your output Y also 1. So for the time being, ignore the Y2 output, so just take only Y, so there shouldn't be any confusion. So whatever I change in the D, the same change you can observe at the output side. When it is 1 1, and when it is 0 and 0. So this is for all 0. Let's make it all 1. That means you connect your ABC values to all ones. In this case, your D7 bit will be transferred. So I am going to make my D7. So if I make D7 1, you can see your D7 is 1 output side, and if you make D7 to 0, you are going to see a 0. If you make any other bits changes, it is not going to affect your output. That means only D7 line, data 7 is activated through select lines. If I make 100, that means D4 bit supposed to activate, D4 supposed to be activated. So if I make D4 any change, you can see here D4 is getting changed, D4 is getting transmitted to the output side. So this is how your IC74151 will act as a multiplexing action of 8 bit through select lines ABC. So it is 18 to 1 multiplexer.